Hey guys, Don Durrett, Gold Stock Data. We've added some enhancements. I wanted to show you some of those. Um, the one I think you're going to like the most is this new tool for calculating expected future returns. So right now, I give you this number, this 609. This is First Majestic. So it's currently showing as a six bagger based on $100 silver, $5,000 gold, production of 250,000 ounces of gold, 15 million ounces of silver, and then cost, which are up here in the future section, $18 cash cost and $14 extra. So 32 break even. They're currently about 27. Currently 27, and I'm using 32 in the future. And so that's about $25 ASIC. They're currently about 23, $26 ASIC. Well, you can now, with this little tool, it's really awesome. Me and Paul designed it. It's my idea, but we designed it together. This internal link has this share price forecast tool. Now, this drop down, it only works for developers and producers. So if you look for the drop down and you're on an exploration stock, it won't show up. And that first time I look, where's the tool? It's missing. It's missing. Um, and it shows you what it's doing, what it's currently on. First Majestic. So I had to this right now. I had to calculate, but it's going to show me what the price is in the future. So we can say we can change these dilutions. We'll just leave these. We're going to leave it. We're going to say there's no share dilution. And then the multiples of 20. We're going to back this multiple off to 15. And then we're going to say this is the current production. And we're just going to keep it the same, 135,000. And this price, we're going to take it down to $4,000 gold. Um, Spot price instead of 5,000. And then their cost 2,200. Let's see. I think I can take that down a little bit. Um, Currently 2,250. Um, I think they're currently 2,150. We can go 2,200. And then production, they're currently 14.5, so we're having 500, and we're going to take the spot down to, let's say 65, and we're going to take the cost to 30, and then hit the calculate button. And it's showing that the share price is going to jump to $23, 148% return at $4,000 gold. So it's not, unless they get JC started. So this is kind of a target price we're looking at jumping to 23, $25, around $65 silver. Um, and so you can play around with this. You can change all of these and hit that calculate button and change them and do whatever you want. Let's do one more. I want to do Guanajuato. So we'll do Guanajuato. It'll open up the share calculator. It'll populate everything. And let's see what this guy does. So we're going to go $65 silver. Let's say it's going to happen next year. They're currently at 5. We're going to bump these shares up. We're going to say 10% would be 50. So we're going to take this to 600,000. And then we're going to take the multiple up to 15. It's currently at 7. Maybe 15 is too much. Well, I'm thinking it's going to really rock and roll. Silver gets to 65. I think it might go all the way to 15. Maybe it's a little aggressive. And now production, they're currently 32. Let's take this to 3.5. And then we're going to take silver prices to 65 and the cost. So we're all in at 35. They're currently at 32. Um, I don't think it'll go all the way. They're currently about 27. So we'll take this, say 33, and hit the calculate button. Um, and it's kind of what I expected. I was saying it was going to be a five bagger. So it's showing that it's going to go to 280, which is 650%. And now we can back this off to a 12, and we're probably going to get a five bagger. So that's exactly what I'm expecting. We get a 12 multiple, 3 point, they increase production a little bit, cost her, say, $25 ASIC. We're looking at a five bagger at $60. So this is a really slick tool. So I want to show you that. Now, I had, here it is. It was hiding. Okay, so here are some of these others enhancements. Um, so we added EV per ounce. So you can now display this and you can search by it. Net debt, you can display that in the search results and search by it. I added IRR and MPV to the search results. Um, if it's a development project, and so now we can have one active development project. The tags is, I think, really useful. Um, I can show you my tags. So if we go to control panel, has your tags. These are my tags, and I there wasn't enough before, and now I can have all the tags I want. And I change them. I use these colors. So green is positive and red is negative, and gray is neutral. And you can actually change these colors. This is the background, and this is white is the text. So you can actually customize these any you can put these any colors you want. And you can see mine. You can copy my tags. You have to enter manually. So if we go to the forum, do the last 30, I just posted this. It shows, man, you guys add a lot. Where's my tags? Here they are. So I put this in, I don't know, a couple hours ago. So here's my tags, and you guys can copy them. It's under website, forum, news announcements. You can also find my post by clicking on member list and then finding me, Don Durrett, and click on my post. I've always frustrated. I don't can't click on it, but I have a link. Paul gave me a custom link so I can find my post. You can click on my post and find them that way. So if you want to copy my tags, thing that's awesome about tags is you can use the tags to describe a company. So any tag that fits that company, you can click it, and then it'll show you on the screen. Here, let me show you. I go back here. I go to home. If you go to home, it'll show you the last one. So if I go to Guanajuato, it'll show you here's my tags for Guanajuato. So when I'm on my company page and I scroll down, I have this description here, and then this gives me a description of the company as well, which is pretty slick. So you can add your own tags. Here's all my own tags, and then you can basically describe your company, and then you can search by it. So I think that's pretty slick. I think the tags is very useful. Deposit type. So now you can do open pit, both, or underground. So you can search by that. So you can search for like all open pit projects in Mexico. The scorecard, you can now search by management quality, like, um, and I think you can search like for me. So I'll have like any management that has like 4 stars. So now you can say, okay, give me all the management teams that have 4 stars or better. That's pretty slick. Early stage developers and project generators, now we can use free cash flow multiples. in the futures. That's pretty useful. You can search by optionality. That's slick. Include common shares in search results. Yeah, that wasn't before, wasn't there. Um, for properties, we added these care and maintenance. So now you can, and when you in the search results, in the quick links, you can find the email. Let me show you that one. So if I could do search and compare, and I go to the top 25, now you can find the emails in here. So if I hover over that name, says click on the company name to get to the quick links. So if I want to go find the email of, if I want to send an email to one of these companies, so there's Osgold. Let's say I want to send an email to them. I click on that name and there it is. Boom. So that's pretty slick. So we put the email on the search results. So I remember, okay, I want to send these guys an email. And if I click on this, it'll open email. Watch what happens. It opens it up and boom, you can send them an email. That's pretty slick. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so include email, ability to sort by type. This is always a pet peeve of mine. I could never sort by gold or silver. Now I can sort by gold or silver in the search results. I like that. So now we have a development phase, and this is going to be really, really slick. So now every company, um, we can define exactly where it is. So if I go to company, I'll show you what so here's Goliath, and now we have the development phase. So every company will be defined where it's at. Service anywhere from surface exploration to a multiple mine producer. So this is going to be really slick. It's going to take us some time to get all the companies defined by the development phase, but once it's done, so you'll be able to say, okay, show me all the companies that have a PFS underway or released. Um, you can search, you can basically have all the development companies or category development, start there, and then say, okay, show me all the ones that have you know, a a DFS, for instance, feasibility study. So that's pretty slick. Um, okay, we'll now display resources are equivalent, gold or silver. So now, if the company has base metals, it'll show that now if it's equivalent or if it's all gold, silver. Um, and so that's going to show up. Um, Before you couldn't tell. Current market cap. So now we include the current market cap. Before it didn't show it. So in the search results, it only showed the fully diluted. Um, we'll now display history share. Oh yeah. So this is nice. So if we go to company, let me click on a company. We'll go to 1911. In the company profile now we have um, um, we have the drill results, and it also will show it'll show financings if there's any financings. This one doesn't show it. Um, I think there aren't any, but if there is any, it will have an under. Yeah, there's no reason to show it, I guess, if there's none. So like if I show drill results, it's going to show me one. So there's the drill results, and then if it had any financings, it'll say that. You click on that, and it will show you any financings that it's done. So share issuance is on the financing. Um, Search button, go to top on the forum. The share price, which I just showed you. The defaults. So now you have a reset in the control panel. Um, so if I guess I can show you that real quick. If we go to control panel, It's opening up. So we have these forum defaults. So we have basic defaults. I think it's under basic defaults. Under basic defaults now we have a reset. So before we didn't know what the reset was. So if these things have changed, they're like, okay, I want you to set them to, and I could actually do that. So I hit reset. So once I hit reset, it puts these back. And then the main ones are the 500, 100, and um, I could hit save changes. I think I upped these a little bit, so I'm not going to hit the save changes, but it has a reset button. I think that's it. There's only one last thing on here. AI links. Okay, the AI links. So um, I hit the control. If you hit command up arrow, if you're ever trying to get to the top, it'll take you to the top. So we have these, we added these. So this is Grok. So if I click on this Grok, it's really slick because Grok doesn't force you to log in. So I can say, what is the price of gold spot right now? It'll answer the question, and you don't have to log in. 35.26. So that's slick. And you can go back here. You can use whatever, we have four of them. You hover over, it should tell you. So that's Gemini, that's Chat GBT, and that's, I, uh, I know what one this is. Perplexity. So we have room, we could add one more here. There's another one out there called Claude. So, Paul, if you're watching this, I think you should add Claude. So that's pretty slick. So those are all the enhancements. So I'm going to stop it there. Stop the share. Okay, guys. We'll see you next time.